What's up guys, I'm back again with another build video. This time it's going to be a glitch 6'7". As per usual, we're just going to get right into it. So you're going to start by making a new player. I'm going to make him a shooting guard at 6'3", and then you're going to put his weight up to 220. Then max out his wingspan at 7 feet, and change his body shape to burly. And then just max out all the attributes here. And then you're just going to pick whatever takeovers and finish the build. And then from here you're going to edit the build and go back to the main menu. From here we're going to go back to features and settings. Then we're going to go down to Imperial System and change it to metric. And go back to the build. You can see here you're going to have your offensive threat again. And then you're going to raise the height to 2.05. And then lower the weight to minimum and raise the wingspan to max, and then keep the body shape on build. Once you're done maxing that out, again you pick the same takeovers and you go back to edit your build and go back to the settings and features to again change it to the Imperial System. Alright, and from here you're just about ready to get the build started. So you're going to go over to the build. It's going to be 6'9". You're going to edit it. Then lower the height down to 6'7". And then from here you should be ready to go. To make sure you did it right, you can check by lowering the wingspan to 6'10". And then if you can get an 87 3 ball, you should be good. So for the build that I'm going to make, the weight's going to be 211. And the wingspan's going to be 6'10". As for my other videos, I already have two prepared that I'm just going to show you right now. So the first one is going to be more of a point guard style build. Again, it's going to be 6'7", 211, 6'10", with a built body shape. The close shot's going to be a 79. It's not really important to have this really at all, except to have your mid-range high enough. But this will allow you to paint match if you get put up against a smaller point guard, or really just in general too, because at 6'7", you're going to be tall enough to do that. Then for your drive and layup, you're going to put it at 89. Make sure you get acrobat and fearless finisher. And then you're going to do 92 driving dunk to make sure you get your elite contacts there. Then for your mid-range, you're going to go 88 to get blinders on gold, which is great for any build, but especially a tall build like this. And then for your 3-ball, it's going to be 87, so you get dead-eye to gold as well. You're going to be making a lot of contested shots and a lot of shots that you don't think you should make. Then obviously 80 free point or free throw to make sure that those points are free, timing or no timing, either way. I prefer timing it, but you could turn it off at 80 and you'll be just fine. You'll make pretty much everything. Then for pass accuracy, we're going to go 90 so that you can get gold dimer. It's going to be really effective, obviously, at your height. And then just being able to get your teammates going very quickly. You're gonna cause a lot of mismatches for your team, a lot of rotations, all that stuff. So it's good to have all these playmaking badges here. And for your ball handle, it's gonna be at 86. Make sure that you get ankle breakers, all that fun stuff. And then 80 speed with ball to get gold quick first step. The only deficiency with this build is that your defense isn't gonna be as high as it could be. You're still gonna be a good defender. Again, you're 6'7", so you have the size to do it. You do have some speed on you. You're not going to be able to keep up with everybody, but I mean, for the most part, you're going to be able to keep up with guards unless they're really shifty, anything like that. So with the 75 perimeter D, you're going to be able to get bronze, menace, and clamps, which is really all you need. And then with the 78 steel, you're going to get gold interceptor. The only issue here is that you don't really have a lot of badge points. So getting the 57 blocks so you can get rim protector and chase down, and then getting interceptor as well, you don't really have much to work with outside of that. So you're going to end up sacrificing pick dodger, pickpocket, ankle braces, or something like that to make this build at its best. But I mean, again, you're going to be a 6-7 point guard. You're going to be able to do all the stuff that all the other guards can do. So I say it's worth it in that regard. Then for your physicals, pretty standard stuff. You're going to try to get your speed and acceleration as high as you can. You can't get this to 81, but 80 is still a pretty good bar. With takeover, you're going to be able to speed boost all that stuff. So you're going to be fine there. And then for this build, I recommend going high into strength, because strength influences your ability to play defense, just like getting stone walls, all that stuff, as well as your offensive ability to get blow-bys, contact dunks, and box out, stuff like that, especially considering you have like no defensive rebounding, no offensive rebounding. If you are in a situation where you need to box somebody out, it's good to have that extra strength. And with the 80 vertical, that's also going to compensate for your poor defense. Any jump contests you have, especially at 6'7", are going to be a lot more heavily contested than a normal one, especially if it was lower. And then the vertical is going to be helping you get all your dunking animations, all the elite contacts, all that stuff. And then just the standard stamina 95. Some people don't know this, but with takeover, your stamina does in fact go up. So anything higher than 95 is troll. Anybody telling you to put 99 stamina is trolling you. And then for the takeovers, you get pretty much all of them except for lock. You get slashing, shot creating, sharp, and playmaking. If you're going to run this as a point guard, I recommend playmaking for the first one pretty much every time. And then you can really choose, depending on how you play, if you want to do shot creating or sharp. Now, if you're confident in your team, you play with the squad and they just let you hoop, you can take off playmaking and then put slashing. It'll make your build a lot faster. Obviously, you'll finish better, but you'll be able to speed boost a lot quicker off of that. And then this build's going to be called an offensive threat. Now we're going to look at the other build here. This is more of an off-ball style of build, but again, it's going to be 6'7", 211, 6'10", or 6'10" wingspan. And then you can do whatever body shape you want. I prefer built. Close shot, pretty similar, one up. Again, same principles here in finishing. You're going to be a confident finisher inside. People aren't really going to stop you. If you get it in there, you should be fine. Same principles with shooting, pretty much the same deal. Only difference is you have a higher free throw. You're going to be taking more shots, you would assume, if you're going to be playing off ball as a shooting guard and your team's looking to get you the ball there. Then for playmaking, you're going to lower your pass accuracy to from 90 to 85. You still get the gold bullet, but you do lose a couple of playmaking badges. It's going to be a little more expensive to get some of them, but for the most part, 85 is the standard to play any type of competitive game mode, any type of like game where you'll be playing against other competitive people. So you should be fine with that. And then the 80 ball handle will get you pretty much all the good dribble animations except for like the small guard ones. But you can still get De'Aaron Fox with this, all the size ups, all the escapes. So you should be good. Whenever they do release Curry, you won't be able to get it, mainly because you're 6'7", but I do believe it'll be like 84 for that. I could drop another guard video if you want to see that, something that's going to get all the dribble animations. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. And then, again, 80 speed with ball for the gold quick first step, which is imperative for this type of build, especially if you're going to be looking to get inside. Then for the defense, it's actually going to be much higher now. Now you're more of a two-way player. You got 88 perimeter D, so you can get these at gold, but again, the low badge count number is going to make that a little more difficult. Especially considering we're prioritizing steals. You're going to be running HOF Interceptor for sure. You're going to be creating a lot of turnovers with that. And then again, 57 block to make sure you get rim protector and chase down. And the exact same thing for the physicals here, 80-80, 60-80. Same principles, again, with the vertical. This time even more so. You're going to be pretty much stonewalling everybody outside with your strength. Any jump contest you have is bound to miss or get blocked at this point. So you should be fine in that regard, especially as a defender. You just won't be able to dribble as well. You won't be able to pass as well. But overall, this is a very well-rounded build, especially if you have a good point guard, somebody that's trying to set you up, all that stuff, as well as being able to create your own shot if you do feel the need. As for the takeovers, it's pretty identical except for playmaking. You get lock. If you do want to play this as like more of an on-ball lock, you can run perimeter badge drop for your first badge, and then either limitless or spot up for your secondary one. Similar principles with finishing. If you run lock and finishing, your physicals are going to be maxed out, especially with juice. And either way, you run something like that. But double sharp is going to be great, especially if you're playing as an off-ball shooting guard. You're going to be at a 99.3 for pretty much the entire game, no matter what you do. And this build's going to be called a facilitating 3-level 2-way. You're going to get comparisons to Klay Thompson and Ray Allen. Klay Thompson's a pretty good one, but I think Ray Allen is a little more spot on in that regard. Just for his ability, when he was in Milwaukee especially, to create his own shot off the dribble, his finishing, as well as his shooting. And obviously, as a bigger 2-guard, he was a very good defender, especially when he was younger. So I think this is a lot more of a Ray Allen style build than anything else. But for me personally, I think I'm going to make the point guard style of build with the 90 pass accuracy and a higher ball handle. Just because I don't really have that many guards. The only guard that I have is 5'10". So it'd be nice to have a bigger guard. Actually, won't be a liability on defense, even though the 5'10" I made has like 90 perimeter, 90 steal. It's a lot better to be tall. Obviously, it's basketball. At the start of the year, they were convincing everybody, oh, you don't need to be tall, you don't need to do this or that. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be running with. I've tried it out in the builder. I haven't made it yet. Got to save some of my money, not going to spend all of it on VC. So this is what I'm going to make. Let me know in the comments which ones you're going to make. Any type of build that you want to tweak out of this. If you want to, go full finishing, max out the wingspan, all that stuff. Just let me know down there. And then let me know any other build videos you want to see. I do have a guard coming up. I do have a badge video coming up. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day.